everyone. Welcome to Lilybug's Library, or welcome back. So today we're going to talk about what I've been reading, and I also wanted to mention a couple of the things that we had opened in the Temu haul. So I tried the makeup. Yeah, not great. So the one that was like a little brown eyeshadow, that one's okay. But the one that was, and I'm not sure even which, yeah, this one was the lipstick that I tried. It was like iridescent. Yeah, it is, but it also tastes like shaving lotion. So, not good. And, and this one was supposed to be an iridescent eyeshadow. Again, it is. It goes on very wet, and then once it's on, it dries, but when it dries, it cakes into every crease that your eye has. So might be good maybe if you were 20 or 30, not so good at my age. So, so those won't be used. With that aside, we'll take a look at what I've been reading. So I have been working on Ripped Romance Month. So far, we're 0 for 2. So the first one I tried was Dangerous Attraction by Sydney Bristol. And I will tell you, I DNF'd it in the first 3 pages. It was supposed to be a romance, and I'm sure it would have got there. If you're okay with whatever kind of violence was in it, that's fine. But it had to do with this man who was hunting a serial killer. And he's in a hotel room with a couple of guys that he works with, and he's looking at the folder of this serial killer. And he starts to describe what the serial killer is doing, and that was enough for me. I was out. It just made me ill, and I thought, I am not reading a book that continues to go over this. So that was all. So again, I'm not even going to repeat what he said, but it was just the fact that it had to do with that, and it's like, no, that's not the way I want my romances to start. So the next one was called Campfire Desire by Sarah Hazel. I did finish that one, but mainly because it was not very long. It was, I'm not sure exactly the length, but I would say 60, 70 pages maybe. It was very short and it had very little substance. So basically, it was this girl who goes camping. She ends up getting lost and meeting this guy that's camping. Um, they go for a walk in the woods, and the next thing you know, they're back at his campsite and falling into bed together. And it was like there was a lot of flowery language, but not a lot of actual romantic substance to it. So I didn't really care for that one either. Um, they basically didn't build the relationship. It was just they understood each other and they had such a connection. And yeah, it didn't do it for me. So, anyway, like I said, that's 0 for 2. So, I don't know what I would give that one. I mean, I did finish it, so I will give it a rating, but probably a 2. It was, there just was nothing to it. So the other one of the other ones I read, specifically for Rip Romance Month, it was one of the ones that I said I was going to tuck in there just in case I got a little disgruntled. So it was called The Stand-In, and it was by Lily Chu, and I listened to it on Audible. It was terrific. It was what I wanted in a romance. Basically, it's about Gracie Lee. She ends up meeting this movie star, and the movie star looks like her. And so the movie star is Wei Fang Lee, and she asked Gracie Lee if she would take over for her and make some public appearances and things because she's tired, she's depressed, she's just, needs a break. So Gracie Lee wasn't so sure that was a good idea, but she ended up doing it. And by doing that, she also hangs out with the leading man for all these movies, whose name is Sam. And so they start to develop feelings for each other. It also, besides having the romance aspect of it, it also had some comedy. It had a great relationship between Gracie Lee and Wei Fang Lee. And it had uh, just I really enjoyed the character of Gracie Lee. I like when a character grows throughout the book, and Gracie Lee was like that. Like she was a people pleaser, and she just didn't seem to really know her own worth a lot of times. Hello, Oliver. Have a seat. And so by the end of the book, she's starting to develop some of those things more and really realize who she is as a person, which I really enjoyed. So that one was good. I would give that one 5 stars. So we go from 0 to 5. And then the last one I read was an ARC, and it was thank you to NetGalley and to the authors and the publishers. Oh, hello. You just sprayed me with cat hair everywhere. And so it was by James Patterson and James O'Born. And it was the 16th in the Michael Bennett series. It comes out on February 12th, so not long now. It was really good. I was quite impressed with it. It's the first one, even though it's the 16th in that series, I think it's the first Michael Bennett one I've read. I have read a fair number of James Patterson, but I think it was the first one of those. So it follows an NYPD homicide detective named Michael Bennett, and he's trying to solve a series of murders that are taking place with a sniper rifle. So again, it is a serial killer, but you feel a little distanced from that part of it. You know what I mean? And so the FBI has sent a person over called Rob Trilling, who is going to be his partner through this, because Rob used to be in the armed forces and he has training on those sort of rifles and kind of knows all about them. So he's a very quiet, respectful young man, but Michael doesn't really know how to take him or what he's thinking. He's almost too quiet. And so it's a lot about them trying to find the killer and bring him to justice. And then it also talks a fair bit about Michael's home life. He has, a really big family, and they're all very close, and so that's really kind of sweet. And I thought the characters were well developed, and I really like James Patterson. I know he gets kind of I know some people take pause with the fact that he puts out so many books, a lot of them with co-authors. I don't care. I I just really like his characters. I like his story development. I really thought that the way he does his chapters, like everything's very easy to read, and the chapters are short enough. I can read 2 or 3 before bedtime and feel like I accomplished something. Whereas some books, the chapters are so long, you're lucky to even get through one at bedtime. So I really enjoyed it, and I would give that one 5 stars. I've really have not read a James Patterson book that I didn't like, so that kind of says something to me. So really enjoyed that one. So those are the books that I read in the past, I don't know, little while. Working on a few. I'm going to start Her Big Sky Cowboy. I'm hoping maybe I'll have better luck with cowboys than I did with ex-soldiers. And also reading The Bookwoman's Daughter. I had read The Bookwoman last year, and so now I've started actually listening to it on Audible, The Bookwoman's Daughter. So far, it's been good. And then Wonderful Husband and I are still reading another arc that's going to be coming out later in February called What We Buried. And so we'll see how that one goes as well. So Oliver is woke me up this morning, so I'm a little tired and not totally with it. He hasn't been, I don't know if he's not feeling well necessarily. Now I've got cat fur everywhere, but he's losing weight. So I'm going to, for all you Oliver lovers out there, I'm going to go and get something from the vet to help him sleep on the way to the vet, and take him in the next few days, or have him taken in, and get some blood work done and things, just to make sure he's okay. I think it could just be the cat food that we were using. We've switched over to a different brand, so hopefully that will help. But I don't like when he's losing weight and waking me up early. So hopefully we can get him all fixed up. He doesn't seem to be feeling bad. He still has energy, and he's still eating, but there's something going on. So we'll see what happens. So that's about it for me, and hope everybody has a great day, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.